Hello, welcome to Oregon Trail on the PS4 because I didn't get the one on Steam done soon enough, and I have Halloween mode unlocked on the PS4 Vita version, and it's cross save, which is awesome. Here I just go through just the different stuff here. I unfortunately lost the audio while I was doing this, which sucks. So I just go to 11 and have the chainsaw windows and ninja muffler, which is a really good combination. And I went with bad weather. And here I'm just trying to decide which person I want to be. So I just go with the main guy. The dude. The leader, which I chose, Duke Nukem. Okay, so the team consists of Duke Nukem, Johnny Cage, Ashley, Nate, and Elf. And with Ashley, I was thinking about the WarioWare Ashley the Witch. So I only have two vehicles to pick from, and that actually looks like a DeLorean, which looks like it could be unlocked. So two choices, either Troweltown or Eopolis. I decided between the two, thinking that the tool chest might be a good idea. Ashley gets stabbed in an argument. And we're already off to a great start here. You see a tombstone by the side of the road. Would you like to stop and investigate? Why is it that sometimes just living is an act of courage? Yeah, I guess headshots are the only way to really get rid of them. And we head to Troweltown. So I look at the thing, tool chest, and it's like, the muffler's really good, but the tool chest is really good too, but I just leave it and it's like already too expensive. It's like way too expensive that I just bail out of that deal. And I go for $39. I didn't bother reading any of it because there was no point, and I just wanted the money. And like, these sections are always so predictably easy. They're so predictable because it's just like you can just go through not shooting them, saving ammo. And why waste all that ammo when you can just outrun them anyways, especially the ones that are like crawling on the floor with a dismembered body. And we have our Pumpkinhead, who takes 2 shots, and we have the package. And then driving one is also kind of boring. Because I've done this like so many times on the Vita. Okay, so Ashley's health is a bit down. And I choose to look at the supplies I have, and it's all fine there. Like, I'm loaded on everything. Oh yes, I believe I was trying to find the fishing, which I couldn't find. And in the naming thing, like I was gonna put Yogi Bear down, and I totally forgot to do that. And I would have replaced Ashley with Yogi Bear. Oh yeah, and I was attacked by the zombies. Just great. All right, another scavenging for food. Yes, the Tower Plains or Summer Village. Living between the two. I go to the radiation place because why not? You must cross a horde of zombies in order to continue on the road. The horde in front of you is currently large in size and appears to be ravenous. And because I couldn't hire mercenaries to get me through, and thinking that, oh, I could get one of the skulls, which was later on in this, I could just sneak through here just fine. But I was thinking of the Vita version because I got through that. Well, got to replay it. Ninja Muffler got through silently through the horde. Okay, so we have like 5 out of 30 medikits at one time, and here. This is what I was talking about last year when I was playing Oregon Trail. You have like a ridiculously high number with all of this, and it's just so dumb. Like it glitches out somehow. Die 5 times that. Yeah, how do I die 2,105 times when it's only 5 times to die? And then the last one, visit 10 tombstones. You see the grave of some poor soul buried at the side of the road. Will you stop to look? Death by sweets, too much sugar. And I discovered to fuel. Heavy ash covers the windshield, which forces you to slow down. Oh yeah, then I was checking if that actually counted, and it did. Heavy rubble has rendered your car stuck. Or something, I don't know. Ashley was bitten while trying to steal one muffler from a corpse. Yeah, this was the worst situation. A heavy fog rolls in, you are forced to drive more slowly. It's like, now I have a situation where Ashley could bite any one of them at any point, and it would suck so much if Duke got bit. You suddenly find yourself surrounded by zombies. Like, if Duke Nukem got bit by a zombie, that's like a ticking time bomb that's waiting to happen. But what is the mission for this endless run? It's to get to 5,000 miles, which last year I only got to about around 3,000 miles. And also to get Alpha back to Melmac. And these zombies don't even stand a chance. I wish that Deadly was a little bit more intense and difficult. Like sending out more zombies at once. But not completely unfair. The sky clears up. Duke Nukem is getting radiation sickness, because everyone else is. Because they went to a freaking place of radiation. Following a wake of vultures has led you to food. Johnny Cage is getting radiation sickness, and Nate also, and like, I got a lot of, you swerve to miss a squirrel and get stuck in a ditch. I got a lot of the repeating messages, like the vultures, food. You suddenly find yourself surrounded by zombies, like that again. Elf is getting radiation sickness. Like, some of these things just kept on repeating. There is a tombstone in the distance where you get out and look. Here lies Steve, beloved brother and rich mofo. And I miss, and oh. That was so dumb. I didn't even get him. Ashley is getting radiation sickness. Like everyone's getting radiation sickness. Not even the SUV can get radiation sickness. Johnny Cage has measles. So I fight bandits for $12. Yeah, here I'm just like sniping these guys. And right there, it stops being good. Trying my best at trying to shoot them without getting hit. And it's just the waiting game of try to shoot and not get hit. I get so close on some of them. Yeah, that one I almost got hit. And I can finally move on with this. Okay, I survived the attack. $12 for that. I should have gotten more. So I get the faster movement, which isn't really that much, 5%. And nothing to buy there. I'm still good on everything. Oh, and here... Oh yeah, Ashley definitely needs some health. And there is Go Fish. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if resting would actually raise the health bar, and it does, but it also raises the radiation. And it's fishing time. I caught a cod, and I don't think I got anything new there. I don't see anything flashing. Lamp Town, here we come. Okay, so yeah, I'm at like 600 miles. Johnny Cage throws 11 ammo at a zombie instead of like putting it in a gun and shooting it. Like, what was he thinking? Elf gets shot by a stray bullet. Oh no, they know that Elf is there somewhere. A rumbling sound comes from behind you. Johnny Cage no longer has measles. And they stopped getting radiation sickness, some of them. Mainly Ashley. And this is always the worst because it's just avoid the deer. A muffler dies on you, but you replace it from your supplies. Lamp Town, alrighty. Tinted window, heat waves cause no damage. Oh, so it does? Okay, well, $15 and a hit and run. new footbridge Discussionville, and we're going to Discussionville, and we have to cross a zombie horde. Yeah, the chainsaw and a muffler. Zombie bits are stuck to the undercarriage. The smell makes everyone queasy. You find a usable upgrade to your car while clearing a trash heap. A military blockade impedes your progress for an hour. Now they no longer have radiation. You think you see something going on in the distance, will you get out of the car and investigate? You spot a man crumpled up against a tree. He calls out to you, "Hey there, stranger, can you spare a med kit for a dying old man? If not, a bullet to the head would be just as welcome." And I think that is a typo. Just a welcome? Bullet to the head would be just a welcome. No, that doesn't make sense. So I offer him a medkit. You patch him up a bit with a medkit. "I can't possibly repay you for your kindness. I should be able to make it to shelter with this. Bless your heart, stranger." Some food goes bad. And they're clearing up from the radiation sickness, and Ashley needs to rest. So I'm trying to figure out if the med kit actually cures them of the zombie bite, but it doesn't, sadly. And everyone's health is down low. And I need to do something to get it up. Oh! Nope, that didn't happen. Yeah. Your batteries start making a strange noise, but appears to still be working. Duke no longer has radiation sickness. Now we're just waiting on, he took a wrong turn. Waiting for Johnny Cage to get rid of the radiation sickness, which is right now. And Elf has become incapacitated. So I immediately get the med kit down to, trying to find it at least, to Elf. And he is healed. And the party just needs to rest. And I have no food. So instead of resting, I go find some food. And we already start with a big pumpkin. And some candy. I really need the team to rest. So it actually takes longer for her health to go up because she's bitten. No, it seems that it's at the same rate as everyone else. St. Tadpole or Mustard Peaks. And we're going to St. Tadpole. So we're at 1,000 miles. A thief stole 99 food from your car. Johnny Cage gets mauled by a wild dog. Nate has dysentery. And I stopped the car to set the pace turbo so I can speed this up. You find a backpack with some canned food in it. You see a tombstone by the side of the road. Would you like to stop and investigate? My wardrobe now, one thing it lacked, bloomers made from flour sack. This one I managed to get. You hit a pretty nasty bump in the road and 30 food flies out from the window. So I was playing this on the Vita prior to this. A gas can is leaking, you lose half the can. And on the Vita, like I had like 3 hostage situation happen. And here I'm just getting the tombstone. And I don't even pick up that solar panel option. And there's $40 and $81, so I go for that one. And I have lots of scrap, so I just do some repairing on the car. Nate no longer has dysentery. So I checked the skulls and not much is happening. 7 out of 10 tombstones, so I'm getting close to getting past that. You find money in the glove compartment. You find packaged snacks in a delivery truck. You hide for an hour while a caravan of bandit passes. Heavy ash covers the windshield, which force you to slow down. All those. You get caught in a blizzard. The cold will tax your health, and you will have more. You have to drive more cautiously. Like all these freaking things just pop up and just won't let me drive through this. So 72 food, and I'm good on food for that. The team definitely needs to sleep, rest up. Yeah, I thought that being bit by a zombie would decrease the amount that you would gain health back from resting. But apparently they're at the same, going at the same rate. And I don't go for the food. But what? So I do some scavenging. You see an explosion in the distance, and the SUV is broken. It's always fun trying to repair that that was broken. just about 2,000 miles traveled. Ashley has a super dysentery. You swerve to miss a squirrel and get stuck in a ditch. Someone in a zombie costume bites Ashley. So I got 2 mufflers and 2 med kits that I can go for. Okay, so Ashley needs some health. Yeah, so I avoided the radiation town because I'm not going through that torture again. Ashley no longer has super dysentery. You see a familiar looking tombstone. The mere sight of it sends chills up your spine. Will you go out and look? Here lies Duke trying to get to Area 51 to save the babes. You discover 4 fuel near the grave. You hide for an hour while the caravan of bandits passes. You hit a wicked jump but botch the landing. Nate has typhoid. Johnny Cage wants to stop and admire the scenery. Of course he would. Just bring a camera. You spend some time cleaning guts out of the car. A fuel can tipped over and half spilled out. Can I just get to the town? The SUV broke down, blah blah blah. Snow cone machine, which I don't even want. $24 or $8. Like, they're generous with giving me money. So we're at 2,300 miles. Nate no longer has typhoid. And Ashley needs some health. And I'm so tempted to, like, get rid of Ashley because the possibility of having any one of the team getting bit and turned into a zombie, which if they like bite Duke, it's like an absolute ticking time bomb that could just be so deadly that could end the run soon. And I'm running out of food. And that's the one thing you don't want to have, your leader being turned into a zombie. We're fishing. And is that a new fish? And it got away. Yeah, nothing like getting attacked by bears. Hey, boo-boo, we gotta take some fish for the picnic basket. Yay! But Yogi, the ranger, isn't gonna like that. Taking the fish is a very bad idea. We could just attack him. He has no food left. Okay, so now I need some food. You find packaged snacks in a delivery truck. Like this is the stuff that just keeps on repeating, and like nothing has ever happened to Johnny Cage or Nate. Someone in the distance is shooting at you. You hear a bullet in the car. What I meant to say was Johnny Cage and Elf. Nothing happens to them. The zombie manages to grasp and bite Nate. So now I have a new problem on my hands. Now Nate has been bitten by a zombie, and you take some food from a vending machine. Now, new problem is, now Ashley or Nate could be biting any one of the team members now. A gas can is leaking, you lose half the can. And like, I don't know how many cans of fuel I've already lost at this point. Nate gets mauled by a wild dog. How many people have gotten mauled by a freaking dog? $26 and $63. Like, come on. Like, all they're handing out are money. You just throw it away. Okay. Now we're in the tough spot here. Trying to snipe them though, but there's so many of them trying to shoot at me. Taking them slowly one by one. And we only have 2 left. And it just gets so intense trying to like aim at them and get ready to shoot. And then they pop up. It's like, oh, they're gonna shoot soon. And I was so close, I missed. I was so off on that. Oh, come on. all the supplies seem to be good. And there's some more money there. And I'll buy some food. Yep, still avoiding the radiation towns. So just about at 3,000 miles. The muffler has become too rusted to work. You replace it from your supplies. Nate gets mauled by a wild dog. Like, how many times have they been mauled by dogs? And, like, Nate really needs to rest. Unless being bit by a zombie drains your energy a lot, or just much more. And I'm running out of food again. You feel like someone or something is following you. You hear gunfire from nearby buildings. You find an upgrade to your car in an abandoned garage. Like, the only thing that's happening to the team is Ashley being bit by a zombie. You see a tombstone by the side of the road. Here lies Lorian. One last coffee run was one too many. You discover 26 ammo. And also, like, Nate has gotten, like, mauled by dogs. A gas can fell off the car and spilled. You're running out of food, sorry, scamming for more. Like, the only thing that's really happening is that I'm losing gas by it being tipped over, being mauled by dogs, Ashley being bitten by a zombie, and zombie in a costume. And it's just like, where's Johnny Cage's time to shine in Elf? Unless Elf is hiding in the car, trying to avoid all of the attention. Grab the money and run. And like nothing's happening to Duke. You discovered that Ashley had some extra food hidden for themselves. Like, why is Ashley hiding food? Especially when she's a zombie. And still avoiding Radiation Town. Because I cannot afford to risk anything. You get caught in a blizzard, the cold would caught. Whatever, it's just the same stuff over and over again. And Nate needs to... another fuel can tipped over. Nate really needs to rest up. Yeah, the cold is really taking a long time for them to rest up. And I'm slowly losing food. The sky clears up. And I need to fix the SUV again soon. You see the remains of another party before you. Would you like to stop and look? Hi, not here. We'll be back with Jesus later. Will you? You discover one muffler near the grave. So I finally completed that visit to the tombstone. We're at 3,500 miles. You notice something going on a ways off from the road. Will you get out and look? Flickering lights draw you to a small church. You open the doors and a man kneeling in prayer quickly looks back at you with a desperate smile across his face. Thank the Lord, my prayers have been answered. Greet him, approach cautiously, or leave. I'm going to approach him cautiously. You reach for your gun and approach a man slowly. He notices you motioning for your gun and starts nodding and muttering to himself. His hands still clasped in prayer. Ask him what he's doing, shoot him, or leave. Ask him what he's doing. You, I prayed for your arrival. I need you to kill me. You notice the man has scars on his wrist and red marks across his neck. This plague, it takes the dead, and it never lets them rest. I have survived this long, but I no longer wish to gamble with my immortal soul. If one of them gets to me, I may never see the pearly gates. Please, you have to deliver me unto him. You were sent to do this for me. I am sure of it. Talk him out of it, give him a loaded gun, shoot him, or leave. I shoot him. Without hesitation. A fuel can went missing. And they're just giving me money. Nothing but money. So I buy some fuel because it keeps tipping or going missing, which is just annoying. And I buy some more food. And here I don't have a choice. I have to go to a place of radiation. One battery went missing, everyone blames Nate. Come on, he's a kid that's trying to collect the yokai. You notice something going on a ways off from the road. Will you get out and look? You see a shady-looking fellow with a game of cups set up at the side of the road. Care to try your luck? 2 out of 3 chances to win, only $20. Try your luck, decline. I'm gonna try my luck. Find the blue ball, win a prize. Find the red ball, win the grand prize. He lifts the cup and shows you the location of the balls. He begins swapping the cups with a flurry of hands and cups the likes of which you've never seen before. He stops. Which cup will it be? Picks the left cup, pick the middle cup, or the right cup. I will choose the right cup. You lift the right cup, a red ball. You got a big winner, you won the car upgrade. So I could choose between the super last battery, which is less likely for the battery to die, or the never break battery, which batteries never need replacing. And it's tempting to go with the super last battery, but I go with the never break battery because that's much more important for this, because I don't want to keep replacing the battery. You push your muffler too far, but you replace it from supplies. So we're getting close to 4,000 miles. And yeah, new one, scavenge $500. Following a wake of vultures has led you to food yet again. Yeah, Nate needs some rest. And I'm risking the rest here because the radiation is gonna slowly get up there. Food's going down slowly but surely. Nate is getting radiation sickness because everyone else is gonna get some radiation sickness. Like Ashley. And I quickly realized that I need to fix the SUV. John and Cage's they're all getting radiation sickness. Except for the SUV. A heavy fog rolls in, you are forced to drive more slowly. Ashley has a fever. Like Johnny Cage and Elf are pretty lucky in this so far. Oh yes, this is when the PS4 crashed and I'm like freaking out and like, oh my goodness, like I'm hoping like the save is still there. Oh, it just was like the worst part of it. Oh man, it's like, come on. It's like, just let the save be there, come on. And it's still there, thankfully. And that was the scary, scary part right there. So food goes bad. Because why wouldn't it? Because it just wants to stop me, slow me down in every which way. Everything in the supply seems to be good. And to buy some more food. Because, oh yes, I remember I could also sell stuff, but there's not really anything I can really sell. You must cross a horde of zombies, and I just sneak through again because I have it. Which, that probably really saved me a lot. So we're headed to Badger Run. A rumbling sound comes from behind you. So we're at 4,000 miles. Elf and no longer has radiation sickness. So we're only 1,000 miles left. We're on the home stretch. You stop suddenly to avoid hitting a zombie and everyone gets whiplash. Johnny Cage no longer has radiation sickness, but Nate needs to sleep. And Nate really needs to sleep because his health keeps going down fast. Like everyone else is fine, like Elf and Johnny Cage. She no longer has a fever, which is good, and the food is going down again. Nukem no longer has radiation sickness. And I'm at 20 food. And I do some more resting because Nate's gonna need it again soon. And I'm out of food. Oh, I should have stopped it there because their health went down because I didn't have food. Heavy rubble has rendered your car stuck. Johnny Cage trades 5 scrap for something useless. Why would you do that? And I'm out of food again. And there's no food there, which sucks. And I still need some more food, which is just stupid. Okay, we have some candy on the left and a boss fight. So this is probably the dog? No, the bear. And I still haven't beaten the boss fight there. Getting some shots in. And I missed that one hard. And here it's like, can I actually beat him? And yeah, I still never beaten those bosses if they are beatable. So we go to Boy Hill. 4,300. Someone was in a hurry and left food behind. You notice something going on a ways off the road when you take a look. You and Elf walk towards the mine when you hear people crying for help. You both run inside, voices echo off the walls. You can't make out where the voices are coming from. Elf starts climbing down a ladder, it suddenly collapses and you hear Elf tumble down the hole. You hear them hit the ground. After a moment of silence, they yell up to you. I'm alright, but I'm trapped down here. You're going to have to figure out a way to get me out. A nearby raider chips. Grab the radio. Hello! Oh, thank God. Please, you have to help us. There are 5 of us down here. We become trapped in the eastern tunnel. There should be some explosive up there. We need you to light it and throw it down the western tunnel. That should collapse the wall between them and we will be able to climb out over the rubble. The western tunnel is where Elf fell. The explosive should work the same if you throw it down down either tunnel. Oh, this was just a nightmare. Okay, so I could either throw the explosive down the western tunnel or the eastern tunnel. And I'm trying to figure out, where was Elf again? He's in the western tunnel. And I'm thinking, my team down there? But no, only Elf is down there, and I didn't realize this. So I get, oh my God, I'm like so freaking out so much. I'm like trying to decide which one to do. If I pick the eastern one, am I gonna lose immediately? And I'm like so close to the end. So the inedible choice I picked was, oh man, I picked the western tunnel. You decide that 5 lives are greater than 1. You light the explosive and toss them down the western passage. There is a large explosive followed by a sound of a tunnel collapsing. After a moment, you see the group of survivors climb out over the rubble. Thank you so much. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't come along. Good thing no one ended up getting hurt. They all hug each other joyfully. You don't partake. No! Elf! I could have saved Elf. Had I realized. Your muffler starts making a strange noise. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I actually could have saved Elf had I realized Johnny Cage ate too much candy and got an upset tummy. Had I realized that the 5 they were talking about were someone else, so I could have saved Elf. Nate is getting paranoid. Johnny Cage no longer has too much candy, and the SUV is broken, and I have to fix it again. You use some gas to start a fire. Like, why would... Who's the idiot who started that? The gang of bandits come barreling down on you. You're out of food. Yeah, so I could have done it differently, but I just had to wish that something would happen to Johnny Cage and Elf. Johnny Cage got the better of it because he... Oh yeah, it's here. My phone was like going off in silent mode, and that's why I didn't pay attention to anything that happened there. Johnny Cage getting the better of that, and he got candy, too much candy. Well, Alf had to go down the well, and I had to choose the wrong thing, and he died. You hear gunfire from nearby buildings. Ashley has become incapacitated, so I quickly need to give her some the medicine. I didn't even bother getting that. And I can't buy anything in that town, and I need food. And I have to do this, and it's deadly out there. One fuel for 90 of their food, and I'm not doing that. Someone who would spare one of their tires for 4 of my fuel, which I don't have. $49 of their food for 1 mid kit. Okay, so I don't even bother trying to scavenge there. Scooter Town! And a Viking has to follow me. Hooray. fuel can tipped over and half spilled out. Again, like how many of those cans spilled out? At least 10 by now. You question the edibility of some of your food. You toss it just to be safe. Why would you do that? And the stupid SUV has to be repaired again. Alright, boys. We're at 5,000 miles. So, shoot mate. And shoot Ashley without hesitation. And Johnny Cage. Oh, that's just gotta hurt. And I'm sitting there all alone. $63 of their food for one tire. That was terrible. So here, the last one of these. Since I've reached 5,000, I thought I would have been dead here, and I'm not. So I just go some scavenging. Getting low on ammo. Oh, almost got killed there. Okay, so I'm out of ammo. And I'm dead. Here lies Duke Nukem. Here lies Duke Nukem. Tried to save Elf. Failed. Saved the team. That's everything for Oregon Trail. Goodbye.